humans and future AI overlords. I am using Google Chrome, and there is a tool developed by Google that does text to image called Imagen, and it uses AI models and it can generate photorealistic images from text descriptions. So it uses a diffusion model, which is a type of deep learning algorithm that's suited for generating images. So Imagen is still under development, and it's been demonstrated, and I'm pretty sure that what we're looking at is that tool. And now, so here we are in the interface. We're at google.com/search/images, and we've got make something new, what do you want to see, and a generate images button. And then the generative imagery may display inaccurate, misleading, or offensive images that do not represent Google's views. And then there's a send feedback option. Cool. All right, so it looks like you can provide feedback about various types of inappropriate content, which is great. They really categorize it interesting, but that's good. But anyway, I'm signed in with my Google account, and I have some text-to-image prompts that I've done in the past, and I'm going to try out some of those here. I've used them with Bing Image Creator. Let's see how googleimagen handles them. So the first one is draw a futuristic cityscape with flying cars and skyscrapers. Now it's got 4 boxes. I wish it would have some kind of like status. Ooh, okay. So it came up fairly quick. And you can see here it gave us 4 images to choose from. You've got some thumbs up, thumbs down. You see the prompt here. You can click on an individual item. So there's the option to export it, to download it, or save it to Google Drive. That's cool. There's the thumbs up, thumbs down again. So interesting. It looks like I can just cycle through the 4 options there. This is interesting. I mean, I'm curious here. It looks like help me write with more detail. Okay, I'm going to click on this. And now it's updated the prompt to say a digital painting of a futuristic cityscape with flying cars and skyscrapers. The city is lit up at night and the sky is a deep blue. Okay, dude, that just took my prompt from basic to super cool. Let's see what this creates. So it'd be nice if there was a little status bar here, just kind of, let you look at something, because sometimes you don't know, is it doing anything? Oh, okay, this is good. All right. Okay. Yep, so this is night sky, it's lit up, it's deep blue. This is looking a lot more kind of futuristic. It's so funny, this kind of scene here is something I've seen in other, in the Bing image creator tool when I put in this prompt. So it's interesting how, different AIs are kind of have some similarities in what they create. So this is interesting. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that sky up above. I mean, maybe we live in a parallel universe here. But this is pretty cool. I'm gonna hit the back bar. I'm gonna hit the back arrow again. Hit the back arrow again. Hit the back arrow again. And boom. Okay, cool. What's great about this is that it looks like all your images you've created are saved here, and it says images expire after 30 days. So when I click on an image, there's the 3 dots here. Oh, you can delete, you can report the image, and then you can click on recent images. And recent images take you back here. Okay, that is cool. Okay, so I've got another prompt I'm gonna try here. And this one is draw a whimsical forest with talking animals. All right, so it's thinking, It's not telling me it's thinking, but it's thinking, I'm sure. Okay, it did 3 of 4 images, and that's interesting. It says some images couldn't be displayed, learn more. I'm gonna click learn more. Open up a new tab, says why some images can't be displayed. At Google, we are always working to improve your experience. Google uses automated systems to disallow images that violate our generative AI prohibitive use policy. Sometimes prompts may produce images that violate our policy, and these images can't be displayed. So, okay, that's cool, but like, why don't you just display a different image? I mean, I don't want you to display anything that violates your prohibited use policy. So instead of just giving me a blank box, you know, display one that that doesn't violate your policy. So let's take a look at these. So now, a whimsical forest. This just looks like a regular forest. This looks like some kind of fox, llama, kangaroo on a tree. I don't know. Interesting. This one looks more kind of artistic, which is cool. Looks, you know, like kind of a Bambi in the forest kind of thing. This looks like a fox talking to a fluffy dog, a sheep. I don't know. I mean, they could be talking, possibly. You know, you never know. I don't know. But I don't know. This is so far. It's okay. I mean, not great. But let's try another one. I've got another prompt. Let's see here. So this one is draw a magical underwater kingdom with mermaids and colorful fish. Let's see how this one goes. AI images aren't available for this. Okay, interesting. So, I don't know, does Disney like have this prompt under license? This is too much like The Little Mermaid, and so it can't do it. Well, I'm gonna grab a different prompt, and that's kind of sad. You know, such a basic. I mean, my prompts are pretty basic. So this next one is draw a group of dinosaurs having a picnic in a park. So this one will be interesting to see. In the past, this has been very kind of cartoony. Yep, look, yep. So 3 out of 4, so 1 out of 4 couldn't be displayed, violating. So interesting. So I've had these in the past look like cartoons like this. I've also had them look, you know, like dinosaurs, like 3D dinosaurs out of the movies sitting in a park. You know, which is kind of interesting. But I mean, this is kind of typical. It look like they're like the first one. It looks like they're having some fun and interacting. You know, there's clearly a picnic thing going on here. There's a lot more different dinosaurs involved in this one, but yeah, these are cool. I mean, you know, perfect for you know creating a cool book for your kids for a customized story. So my next one is draw a fantastical castle on a floating island in the sky. And I've had good results with this. Okay, so this looks good. The castle, like this definitely feels kind of basic compared to what I've seen in other tools. You know, it's not as elaborate, not as artistic, but I mean, clearly it's, you know, it's got a castle up there. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. I'm wondering if I click this, this magic help me write with more detail. Now we've got a pink and purple castle with turrets and towers, floats in the sky above, a dark blue ocean. The castle is surrounded by clouds and a rainbow. Ooh, that sounds cool. Let's generate that one. I like these help me features because they take what, you know, my very basic prompt. Oh, wow. Okay. Like, does this not look like, I mean, like, I'm kind of surprised that this will display because this looks like right out of, you know, the Disney logo for the Magic Kingdom. I mean, this looks like the Magic Kingdom castle. So one of the four couldn't be displayed, but come on, this is, this looks like a Disney castle for certain. I don't know. This looks like a picture from Walt Disney World. This is a little surprising. Um, I'm not quite catching the clouds and a rainbow thing here, but hey, it did some drawing. That's cool. Um, so I've got another one here. I'm a big fan of dogs, and I'm gonna have draw a superhero dog saving the day. I grew up with dogs. I think dogs are amazing. They're little furry angels on the planet. So this is cool. So yeah, I mean, this is clearly superhero dog. We got the mask, that the cape. One of the four violated the guidelines, so it wasn't displayed. But this is interesting. I mean, it's very cool. I mean, I definitely dig it. This one. I mean, it's interesting. And then this one looks like more like a cartoon. So I'm going to click on the help me write with more details. This is a golden retriever superhero wearing a cape and a mask, flies through the air, carrying a cat in his mouth. The cat is wearing a firefighter's hat and is on fire. The background is a city skyline at night. Okay, like these are things but kind of a little disturbing. Like the cat's wearing a firefighter's hat. That's cool, but is on fire. That is not cool. But we're going to generate it, and I'd be shocked if it would display much of anything close to this prompt. I mean, I'm a little scared to see what it's going to generate, to be honest. So 3 out of 4. So clearly, we have a dog. So here's a dog, with a cat, and he's got the firefighter hat on, which is great. I'm not seeing the cat on fire. To be honest with you, what looks like is on fire is the dog. Looks like the dog is on fire. Like he's flying so fast, that I mean, I don't know if he just put the fire out in the cat and it's kind of blowing past or something. But anyway, that is a very interesting. That's a very interesting generation there. And I've typically, when I've drawn these, I've seen some of the realistic dogs. Then I've seen some of the the masks and capes, and then the cartoon dogs and stuff like that. But I'm going to also ask one of my favorite things to ask AIs to draw is draw a futuristic artificial intelligence. Now that is very vague, and to be honest with you, had mixed results. Typically draw kind of a humanoid. AI images are available for this. Okay. Wow. So it's really kind of interesting what what you can and can't draw. Let's see here. So when I used the option to help me write with more detail, it updated the prompt to say a metallic robot with glowing blue eyes and a sleek futuristic design is standing in a dark room surrounded by computer screens. Let's see what that says. So once again, it took my basic prompt and made it cool. And maybe my prompts are just too broad that it can't generate content, that I need more creativity in what I'm doing. So these are the kind of prompts that I see when I have used Bing Image Creator in the past. These are typically the kinds of prompts that I see. There's some creators in the background. It's definitely a futuristic. I'm going to click on this one and see if it can update this prompt. So it's updated to a silver robot with blue eyes stands in a dark room surrounded by computer screens. The robot is sleek and futuristic with a glowing blue light emanating from its chest. So let's see if this even levels up its own prompt suggestion. Okay, so, This is okay, 3 or 4 of the options, and it's it's got very much your humanoid robot. It's got the computer screens in the background, so it's doing a lot of this thing. It's got the coloring, the glowing blue light emanating from his chest. So so that's from its chest. That's great. So I mean, it's doing okay. Like these aren't images that would blow me away. I was using Bing Image Creator with DALL-E 3 yesterday, and I was getting mixed results with it as well. Some of the images were amazing. Some of the initial prompts just beautiful, and then just as the prompts were going on, they just seemed to get really pretty weak. And then I asked it for that, can it, draw an artificial intelligence, and it did some of the most beautiful images I've ever, co-created with an AI. I mean, I didn't do anything but put in the prompt. But anyway, I've got some new prompts here that I'd like to try, and let's see if some of these a little bit better upscaled prompts. So I've got a giant sunflower growing out of a tiny teacup, casting a long shadow over a field of daisies. Now, if that's not a decent prompt, I don't know what it is. So you know what? Wow. You know what? I feel like this prompt, there was enough content in there to give it context. It gave us 4 options. That's amazing. I'm going to click the help me. So help me write. So a giant sunflower the size of a house growing out of a tiny teacup, casting a long shadow over a field of daisies. The sunflower is yellow and has bright green center. The teacup is white and has a gold rim. The daisies are purple and white. Wow, okay, that's getting real specific. So let's see how it handles leveling up that prompt. I wouldn't say that giant sunflower is the size of a house, especially if the teacup is, a tiny teacup. But it's cool. It's fine. And I think the best way, let's see here, navigate back to recent images brings us right back here. So instead of hitting that back arrow all the time, I've got another prompt. This is a staircase made of swirling clouds leading up to a castle floating in the sky. I do have a thing about castles. I really love Game of Thrones, lots of castles. I do like Disney movies, lots of castles. Oh, wow, you know what? This is cool. I really like this. This is very cool. Yeah, this is well done. This this is a good prompt, and these are good images, and I like the diversity of the images too. I mean, it really gives you some different options there, which is great. Let's see here. I'm going to try another one of my prompts. So I'm going to do a fish swimming through the air, leaving a trail of bubbles that transform into shimmering stars. You can't take that, Little Mermaid. There's no way. Okay. No, it's just a fish with some water, with some bubbles behind it, which is cool. I'm gonna get the help me. Let's see. We've got now a golden fish with blue fins and a red tail swims through the air, leaving a trail of bubbles that transform into shimmering stars. The fish is surrounded by a dark blue sky and a few white clouds. Okay. Wow. Okay. That definitely leveled up that prompt. Okay. It's interesting. So I'm not feeling the bubbles turning into stars thing. I mean, you could tell is it kind of doing it, particleizing the bubbles a little bit. Now you got some clouds up here, but this isn't bad. It's actually kind of cool. Let's go ahead, and I want to try another prompt here. Let's go back and recent images. All right, so this prompt is a lush forest filled with glowing mushrooms and trees with leaves that whisper secrets. Wow, I've used AI to generate these prompts. Sometimes the best conversations I have is like, ideating with an AI. This is cool. This is very cool. These are glowing mushrooms. Very cool. Some different options here. Wow. I mean, but I'm amazed at how the AI in co-creating the prompts is so good at creating just some beautiful ideas. I mean, it's really kind of amazing. Now, so far the text image is a little. I mean, it's okay. Let's try another prompt. So this one is a vast ocean where the waves are made of liquid gold and the creatures are made of stardust. Now, that is some fancy schmancy prompting for text to image. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a hard one, I think, to do, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can get some help with some more detail. So it updated it to a vast ocean of liquid gold with waves crashing against the shore. The waves are filled with stardust creatures swimming and playing in the water. The sky is a deep blue and the sun is shining brightly. Okay. I mean, these are really pretty. I'm not seeing, and what is a stardust creature? You know what? I think I need to give it to the AI and say, you know what? Well done. Well done. I mean, I wouldn't know how to create a stardust creature. And in here, I mean, I think the concept of stardust and these little flicks and stuff in here is a great way to represent it. So, yeah, that's impressive. You know what? I'm actually really, I'm feeling more and more impressed that it's the prompt. If your prompt is basic, it's great they have this ability to get some help with the prompt, and that you can iterate multiple times. Okay, so this is a basic prompt: a cityscape where buildings are constructed from clouds and the streets are paved with rainbows. So, this is cool. Let's get some help and see how it updates. So it's a fantastical cityscape with buildings made of clouds and streets paved with rainbows. The city is lit up by a bright, magical light. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, doesn't this kind of feel like Thor on the Rainbow Bridge? Like, totally. But that's awesome. I'm totally digging that. Yeah, okay, this is definitely a leveled up prompt and some leveled up images. I'm definitely impressed with these kind of dreamscape, types of images. Let's actually try some more conceptual content. So my prompt is a portrait of a person with their thoughts and emotions swirling around their head like a colorful nebula. And this is something I've tried to do before. And it said the AI image is coming. Okay, so once again, let's get some help here. So the update is a portrait of a young woman, her head surrounded by colorful nebula of thoughts and emotions. The nebula is made of swirling lines and shapes, each representing a different thought or emotion. The woman's face is calm and serene, as if she's at peace with herself and her thoughts. Wow, AI images aren't available for this, so let's use the help again. Let's try this. So, and I like how it's got a scroll bar here for this. Digital painting of a young woman with a colorful nebula of thoughts and emotions swirling around her head. The woman is wearing a white dress and has long flowing hair. She's sitting on a rock in a field of flowers. The sky is blue and the sun is shining. AI images aren't available for this one once again. So, okay, well, apparently, I guess you can be maybe too creative is what the prompt is doing. Let's hop over to a different prompt. A sculpture made of shattered pieces of glass, each fragment reflecting a different memory. I mean, that's like brilliant. Oh, okay. So it's very literal, but I can say I like it. So just, I'm not a creative person. So that's why I struggle sometimes with text to image, because it's just sort of like, I don't have a creative eye. I don't have a design eye. I don't have like those kind of skills. So for me, sometimes like I'll be very basic, and I'm totally admitting that. But these images I think are very cool. Let's get some help with it and see. So it's gonna update it to a large sculpture made of shattered pieces of glass, each fragment reflecting a different memory. The sculpture is in a dark room, and the only light comes from the fragments of glass. Ooh. See, I love these prompts. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And look how they even put a person in there as if it's, okay, like, is this something that exists in the real world? I mean, like, is this just like, this looks like something that should exist in the real world if it doesn't. And would be amazing to create like inside of VR or something like that. Um, wow. Okay. So once again, it's like kind of up and down. And I think I think the nature of some of these AI-based tools is sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're not amazing, just like not every day is a great day. So the next prompt is a painting where brushstrokes transform into musical notes, creating a symphony of colors and sounds. Ah, that's some coolness. That's interesting, the way it's kind of morphed to that musical note. Yeah, this one here as well. These are really cool. I think that's really amazing. Let's try some funny prompts. So um, let's go back here, because I tell you, when people talk to me about AI, they talk about how they just see how people use a lot of AI to create memes and things like that, funny things, which is great. So I'm going to do a cat wearing a top hat and monocle, sipping tea with a sophisticated air. Give it that British sensibility. Oh, dude, that is so on point. Like that's like what my imagination would want to conjure up. That's pretty cool. I'm curious what the AI would do. So it's updating it to a white cat wearing a top hat and a monocle, sipping tea from a china cup. The cat is sitting on a velvet cushion in front of a fireplace. The fire is lit and the room is dimly lit. The cat has a smug expression on its face. I love how when you drink tea, you're smug. Like, is that a thing? Okay, so this is, yeah, you got the fire, you got the fireplace. Clearly a white cat. Where's the evil? Like, and this cat is evil. I mean, or just super rich and just like above it all. But no, that's cool. Let's see here. So let's try a new prompt. So these are. I mean, I'm definitely feeling a lot more impressed by googleimagen. So a dog riding a skateboard down a rainbow, chasing a butterfly made of bubbles. Okay, you know, I do love butterflies and I do love rainbows and I do love dogs. So these are all great things. Okay, so um, you know, this is cool. I mean, I like these. Let's see how AI can make it better. So a golden retriever puppy wearing a helmet and sunglasses rides a skateboard down a rainbow, chasing a butterfly made of bubbles. The background is a bright blue sky with white clouds. Let's see if it can handle that, because that is a lot of detail. And it's kind of cartoony. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, it's got the content. But it definitely doesn't feel like it's as artistic. Like I like the ones that just kind of just wow you, and maybe that would wow like a child. To be honest. I'm still a bit of a child. But anyway, so my next prompt is a group of penguins having a dance party on an iceberg wearing colorful party hats. Penguins are awesome. Let's see how it can draw penguins. Okay. All right. It's a group of penguins and they're having a dance party and they're on an iceberg and they're wearing colorful party hats. It tick tick tick. It ticked it all. Let's see if the AI can come up with something even better. So a group of penguins wearing colorful hats are dancing on an iceberg. The iceberg is in the middle of a dark blue ocean. The sun is setting and the sky is a mix of orange and pink. See, I love how it really sets the scene. Ooh, you know what? That is sweet. Okay, because I mean, it clearly, I mean, you've got those penguins dancing again on an iceberg, but you've got it set in you know, I mean, it's in a scene. Like this is like, you know, this feels like such a better prompt and such better imagery. Yeah, so I hope I'm saying it right. Googleimagen. I don't know if that's or Imagen. I'm not sure how they're pronouncing it, but I have to say I kind of like this. I'm going to try this out more and more. I literally just got access to this yesterday and kind of came across it accidentally. So if you made it this far in the video, wow! Like you're clearly, you know, you know, interested in AI, and AI is freaking blowing my mind every day. It just does something that just is incredible. I feel like every day I'm getting some like new gift, some new holiday gift, you know, with the capabilities, and just learning some new capability or some new feature, some new use case, just the possibilities of it. Having amazing fun discussions about AI is something that just, you know, is incredible. You know, and I know some people, you know, the AI, the light bulb hasn't come on for them quite yet. And for me, text to image, I remember playing around with DALL-E 2 like over a year ago, and I was sort of like, you know, it didn't really like do anything for me. I'm not super creative, so you know, I didn't really find it to be super useful. But I tell you, now that I'm into AI, and now that I'm, you know, kind of trying out some more things, and now that I'm trying to kind of work on the creative aspect and, you know, kind of level that up, having a co-pilot and AI to make that happen is fantastic. So anyway, check out this Google tool, try some images, try some prompts, use the AI to improve your prompt, you know, and play around with it. You know, thumbs up, I didn't thumbs up or thumbs down anything. I didn't provide any feedback, you know, but I definitely will want to use it personally to do some stuff and explore it further. But you know, you can see here we've got history of some of the cool images. I mean, some of these images are just really beautiful. You know, we've got, you know, the rainbow bridge here. You know, the fish one was a little weak. The cloud stairwell was very cool. I mean, the sunflower one was great. You know, the AI was a little weak. The castle was right in my backyard. It looks like Walt Disney World. You know, and we had some issues, you know, with some of the images not displaying. But aside from that, I mean, it's really impressive. You know, I mean, these AI tools are only to get smarter and better and more powerful and more creative and more helpful. It's kind of exciting. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and see you next time.